Hi guys, it's Greta, and today we are going to teach you how to curl your hair with a flat iron. And I have my lovely model and cousin Lily.
Hi.
She's going to be here to help me show you how to do this. And if you are ready to learn, let's begin. So some tools you're going to need today are some clips and a hairbrush. The products you're going to want are a heat protectant, and I would always suggest using a heat protectant when you are using any heat, whether that's a blow dryer, flat iron, or a curling iron. And then the second product you can use, you don't have to use this, but you can, is hairspray. And of course I'm going to use that at the end. I'm going to begin by brushing out the hair, making sure we're free of any tangles. After I've brushed the hair out thoroughly, I'm going to go ahead and spray in my heat protectant spray. So you can do this in dry hair, and that's totally fine. Or if you remember to do it when your hair is damp after a shower, you can do it then. Alright, so now that our hair is all the way dry, I'm going to go ahead and section this in a way that our section is like a V with the point going towards the bottom of the head. So I'll go ahead and show you how I'm going to do that. Because her hair is fairly short, I'm going to kind of take it down the middle. So if you can see here, I have the section from behind the ear here. And same on this side, from the top to behind the ear there. So what I'm going to do is take my fingers, I'm going to take behind the ear and go down towards a point, grab all the rest of that hair there. So I'm going to take that in two sections. One I'm just going to clip there for the time being so I can work with this. That up, out of the way, there. Take the other section. Now the nice thing with the style that we're going to do here is like a messy beachy wave, is that your sections don't necessarily have to be perfect because we're going for that messy look. But we do want to have it like a slight V here, and you'll see it gets more dramatic of a V the further we go. I've got my iron up to temperature. I've got this handy little holster here that can keep that in without burning me, and I don't have to keep putting it down. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take one section from the side behind the ear. I'm going to comb each section before I curl. Hold that in my hands. Take my flat iron. And this one I'm going to go away from the face. Something to note here is that my elbow is going to be up and the flat iron is going to be down. I'm going to go ahead, clamp on, twist, and pull down. And that's going to give us a bit of a curl there. Again, section, comb it through. With short hair, the first couple sections might be tricky because the hair is so short. You might not get too much of a curl. Down and curl. So you kind of just have to work with those. I'm going to do each section in a different direction. So the first went away from the face, the second went towards the face, this one's going to go away from the face. At this point, we're just giving some movement to the hair, and the real curls you're going to see more as we get higher up. So technique-wise, what you can do is you can do every other forward, backward, forward, backward, forward, backward, or you could do one section all going to the right, and the next layer you bring down, you can go all the way to the left. That is up to your preference. I personally like doing it this way just because I remember what I'm doing easier. And there is our first section. So we're going to go ahead and take down our next section. So you'll see more of a V this time. So we're going to look more like this. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and start on this side. This one I'm actually going to go towards the face because it's still behind the ear. I'm okay if it goes towards instead of away. So I'm going to clamp down, twist all the way around, and then pull down. And that gives you this nice curl with like the straight ends. That gives you that beachy look. And I'm sectioning them out kind of in that V as well. And this one's gonna go away from the face, clamp down, twist, and pull down. Now I'm going to go, it's towards the face on this side. My back of my hand is facing me. Clamp, twist, pull down. Away from the face, my palm is facing me. Clamp, twist, pull down. Alright, so now that I am on this side, I'm just going to work on this side and then I'm going to do the other side after this one. If I was working on hair that was longer, I would have done my sections from front to back right away to begin with. But with shorter hair, you can't always get all the hair up in a clip. You can take larger sections if you want to, but for her I decided to do smaller sections. So it'll take a little extra time, but typically with a flat iron curl, it's going to take much quicker than if you're using a curling iron. Just going to do my first section, and that is going to go away from the face. Again, comb it through first. I'm going to come down with my palm towards my face, clamp, twist, and down. And that's going to give me that curl. And then my second section that's on the side is going to go towards the face. So the back of my hand is facing me, clamp, twist, and down. Just like that. And I'm going to do that here, and then we will be right back and finish these curls. Alright, so I am just finishing up this section, and I just want to walk this through with you guys. So you can see that I'm angling it with the point going down towards the floor and the higher point towards her forehead. So I'm just going to continue doing that with my sections. From the point, back, just like that. Put that out of the way. Then I'm going to go ahead and take a section here, angle that back as well. And then this one I'm going to curl away from the face. Like that. I'm going to do another one right there, and then that last one will go away from the face. This is going to go towards the face. And this one away from the face. So this last one may look kind of thick here, but I can take section by section thinner going the other way. So instead of taking a large section here, I can cut that right there. And then that will be my section towards the back. Then I'm going to comb it backwards. And I'm going to come underneath it, flip that over, twist all the way around, and pull down. So then that's going away from the face and laying backwards over her head, instead of falling straight to the side. I'm going to do something similar here, but this one is going to go towards the face. So I'm going to flip my wrist this way, clamp, twist, and pull down. These are both going to go away from the face. One more. Brush through. With the back of my hand facing me, I'm going to go ahead and clamp that, twist it all the way around, and pull straight down and back. And that is it. Alright, so 2 things that are going to make these your characteristic beachy waves is to have the ends straight, which the flat iron helps. And if you're using it curling iron and you want beachy waves, just leave the ends out and don't curl them. The second thing is you want to brush them out. You don't want these perfect looking curls, you want to brush them out and make them messy, which is why we did one curl going one direction and another curl going another direction. I'm going to show you how I brush it out. So right now I'm going to be using my wet dry brush, and that is what I'm going to use to comb out the curls. The other thing you can do is use a wide tooth comb. So I'm going to turn her around so you can see what I'm doing. And I'm going to start at the very bottom, brush all the way through once, all the way through, and I'm going to do this all the way around the head at the base. And you shouldn't have tangles here because you should have brushed through each section and brushed the hair before you even started. Okay, now we're going to go up to the midsection, go all the way through to the bottom, and you can see how this look is just transforming into what was perfect like curls into now that beachy wave. And once you've done the bottom and the midsections, you can go all the way through this, all the way through from the top to the bottom. And that gives you that movement and that messy beachy wave. You can flip the hair over, get a little more volume, and just play around with it. All right, and let's give you a final spin. Now, some pros to using the flat iron instead of your curling iron is when you do your curling iron, it's going to keep that hair nice and shiny because it's closing the cuticles as you go. Whereas a curling iron, while the hair sits on the iron, it actually opens the cuticles and causes more frizz. Another aspect to using your flat iron is that it isn't going to be burning the hair, and the curling iron is, and here's why. If you can picture running your finger through a candle, if you do it quick, it doesn't burn, but if you sit there with your finger over the flame, it will burn. So same thing with your flat iron. It goes on and quickly it's out and it doesn't burn. And the curling iron, you're putting that hair on, wrapping it, holding it, holding it, holding it, and then letting it go, sometimes for a while, and that's really going to cause damage with your hair in the long run. So your flat iron is really a wonderful option for you if you can learn how to do this on your own, which is why I'm teaching you now for how to do your flat iron curls on short hair. And this method can apply to any length, longer as well. Alright guys, that concludes our tutorial on how to curl your hair using the flat iron. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a like and consider subscribing to my channel. I do make hair videos weekly, so check that out. And don't forget to hit that notification bell, otherwise you won't hear when the next video comes out. So Thanks so much for being here. If you are new, welcome to my channel, and thanks for watching the whole thing through. Like I said, consider subscribing, and I hope to see you in my next video. Thanks so much for being with us today, Lily.
Yeah, it was so much fun. I really liked you having doing my hair.
We look forward to the next time that you can be with us.
Yeah.
Alright guys, thanks so much for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye!